This is In Demand Uncut with Jim Gellatly at the cutting edge of new music.
It's Jim Gellatly at Tea in the Park 2013 with Frank Turner.
Hello, how you doing, man?
No need for wellies this year.
No, I know, it is glorious this year, and that's because I saw you here last year, right? And it was like the end of the apocalypse. But it's really lovely. I'm going to get sunburned.
Did you pack your wellies?
I didn't actually, because you see, I was at another festival earlier this weekend, and it was glorious there as well. And I checked the weather forecast and it said it was going to be the same up here, so I thought I didn't even bring a jacket with me.
That's very confident.
Yeah, it's bold, isn't it? I must admit, I was leaving my house and I was a bit like, am I going to regret this? But so far, no.
Are you on a huge run of festivals at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, keeping pretty busy. I've flown across the Atlantic more times than I've had hot dinners at home this summer. That's actually true. So we've been backwards and forwards, Bonnaroo Festival. We've done stuff in Europe. We're here. We're going back to Poland. We're going to Newport Folk Festival. Yeah, keeping busy.
What does Tea in the Park mean to you?
Well, it means Scotland to me. This is like my main Scottish engagement of the summer, and I love it for that reason. Scottish crowds are great. They're well, in fact, as proved by last year. I'll be interested to see what happens this year. Last year, I remember seeing the festival site, seeing the weather and everything, and just thinking, God, this is going to be terrible. Everyone's going to have gone home. They're going to be really miserable. No one cared. No one even noticed. Scots were just like, yeah, whatever. This is just run of the mill. So I'll be interested to see what people like in the hot sunshine.
I bumped into Callum, who runs PJs in Dunfermline, on my way here, and I think that's possibly the first time I saw you solo. Was at PJs in Dunfermline, and that for me was like brilliant to see you just doing the stripped back acoustic thing in front of a very, very enthusiastic crowd. As you get at Tea in the Park, but it's a bit different because of the size. Do you like those intimate gigs when you can just get up and do whatever you want solo, and now more pressure when there's other people involved, perhaps? It has to be more planned.
Yeah, it does. It has to be a little more planned because there's more people on stage, and I can't just kind of change the set list on a whim without consulting for other people, because I've got the Sleeping Souls with me, my band. But I don't know, to be honest, I like being able to kind of switch it up between the two. You know, both of them have both kind of modes have their attraction, and I think that if I spend my time switching between the two, every time I do a solo show, I think of 5 new ideas of things I can do in a full band show, and vice versa. You know what I mean? So by mixing it up, I sort of come up with new ideas. I think about a show, keep it fresh, keep it interesting.
It's been we've talked about this several times, but it's been a heck of a year for you, because I mean it's sort of a year ago now that you were doing that opening slot at the Olympics, which we've covered many a time.
Yeah.
But I mean, still now, how does that figure in terms of things that you've done? Because there are so many pinnacles to the career of Frank Turner. You know, Wembley Arena as well. You know, stacks of them.
Yeah, I mean the Olympic thing was cool to do. It's still slightly, it sort of doesn't feel like it 100% fits into the continuity of my life. It's this sort of slightly weird sore thumb of an event that felt very surreal at the time and still feels very surreal now. But you know, I think that in life, if one is a pessimist, one is sometimes pleasantly surprised, right? And I'm so far beyond the edge of where I thought I'd ever get to with my career. You know when Wile E. Coyote runs off the edge of a cliff and he keeps running over the air, and it's only after a little while that he turns around and goes, oh no, and falls down. I sort of feel like that, but I've just gone a long way over the edge of that cliff, and I appear to be still going. So I'm just kind of enjoying it while I'm here.
Are you going to get a chance to check anyone else out while you're here, or do you just have to
It depends if you press people let me. No, we'll see. I mean, I'm hoping to catch a bit of Bastille, and I'm hoping to catch a bit of the AAS as well, but we shall see. Depends on my schedule.
It's Bastille Day today. Yes. So it's Dan's birthday today.
It is actually Bastille, like as in the French day.
Yeah.
Right.
It's Bastille today, because that's why the band are called Bastille, and it's Dan's birthday today, and they're playing Tea in the Park. And last time Bastille were in Scotland, it was Woody from the band's birthday when they played the Barrowland. So they always come to Scotland when it's somebody's birthday, obviously.
You are educating me. See, the thing is, I knew Dan when he was Dan Smith, and he used to open for me on tour when he was playing solo. I didn't know that about why he was called Bastille.
Yeah.
So there you go, you've educated me.
There we go. Frank, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me, as ever.
In Demand Uncut.